But the girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card, and today is going to be no communication. Some of you, what's happening here? I don't know. So some of you are obviously not talking, and even if you are under the same roof, maybe communication is not that straightforward. So let's have a look. I'm going to develop today because I haven't been doing that for quite a while. I'm just being lazy, haven't I? But no, because sometimes I'm straight to the point. You see what I'm saying? So of course I don't need to develop forever. Okay, so let's go. 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, mamma mia. Okay, so pile number 1, no communication. Seriously. Knight of Cups, King of Sword, Knight of Pentacle. Indeed. Indeed, communication has been maybe a bit complicated, just to say the least. Because the King of Sword, male, female, doesn't matter, is someone who using the sword, as you can imagine. So it doesn't matter, you know, the thing is they have butterfly in the belly, however, the sword is very present. So communication is very difficult, it's very harsh words, it's very defensive, keeping you at bay, not even talking to you, being very cold, very hot and cold, that kind of thing is not very nice indeed. So of course the approach as well can be very slow as well, so it's just like, oh my god, and if something is coming towards you, it's not very nice. So seriously, no communication, well, thank you. However, someone is going to actually show the vulnerability towards you, which is lovely. So there's a good outcomes, but at first you could just kind of, I don't see it coming, I really don't. Do not don't be discouraged, because there is a vulnerability that's going to show, because behind that defensive sword there is actually the cups, but you wouldn't see it to start with for sure. Okay, so let's have more information. I think it's kind of straightforward again, but let's see. Yeah, so there's an idea of a lot of the hidden part of the iceberg is going to come to the surface. So there's a lot of things that you don't know just yet is going to be revealed to you. So that person maybe is still trying to give birth to those to that revelation themselves, you know. So sometimes they cannot tell you something they don't know themselves, but however, we're having this connection where you two, maybe a bit of a, you know, the yin and the yang, maybe you're a bit different, to say the least. However, you can come together and you can reveal to each other what you actually feel. And maybe on your side as well, it's not just one person. Sometimes it can be the both. Communication is both ways, you know, it cannot just be one way system. So you have to be two to tango. I think, and I have more cliche. No, I don't think so. But yes, you do sometimes reflect each other as well. You have a mirror effect. What did I say? Mirror effect, absolutely. Equal give and take. So what I'm saying is, communication at the moment might be a bit difficult, might be a bit defensive. Maybe you are defensive yourself. However, there is an opening when you can actually converse and exchange and equally love each other, or equally say what you have to say. And at least if you say your piece, at least you can, you know, have a bit of a closure regardless of the outcome. You can just at least, you know, just have that peace of mind, and that thing is what wonderful. So let's have a major arcana. It's nice to actually develop. I forgot about that. Here we go, Axelle, wake up. It's Sunday, come on. Woke up at 4 a.m. again. Let's not even go there. The Hermit, yes, because that is a period of time where you do have to be in your cave, and maybe it has been each and every one of you being in their own cave. No communicating, repairing, you know, maybe a little bit of a wounded animal who go and hide somewhere in a cave just because I need to buy some time and rebuild myself a little bit because I've been bruised or I've been, you know, kind of hurt. So sometimes that's where you need to be, and maybe that's why you have no communication, because each and every one of you are is or are, whatever you said in English, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's Sunday. You are, you know, each and every one of you is in actually the cave respectively. And sometimes that's exactly where you need to be. That's why you have no communication, but eventually the communication will come. So pile number 2, no communication. The Sun, wow. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, wow. There's going to be communication very soon, because someone is definitely offering that peace it's a black kind of peace offering. And the idea of a gift, maybe an idea of engaging with you, an offer. Can we have a conversation? Can we have a cup of coffee? Can we have some lunch? Can we just meet up? And that is a wonderful thing to have. It's going to bring a lot of joy to both of you, and I think is an inner child within yourself that can actually feel more playful now. Now is the right time. There's a time for everything. Sometimes there's time to play and sometimes there's time to work. But maybe you need a little bit of a distraction. Maybe you've been working really hard and it's time maybe to go out there, to meet people, to just have a bit of a little bit of time, just a bit of fun, and just being giggling and be foolish and be just having fun. Maybe that's what you want, because you've been covering your heart maybe as well, or someone has been contemplating, not not engaging with others. Maybe you needed that time alone, or you needed that time to reflect, or that time as well just to get a little bit of like, when you touch base with yourself, because you definitely need to figure it out. Where am I? I mean, I don't really know what I want anymore. Some things have changed or transformed and I need to figure it out, take the temperature. But maybe you both been a bit guarded and that's why the communication was not happening. However, that is going to move forward. So let's develop as well. Oops, 2 cards. Okay, so the King of Pentacles, first of all. So it's an idea of respect each other, have that. It's not everything is about work. Not everything is about money. The King of Pentacles, sometimes male, female, doesn't matter, is about business. I know I like to work. I love my work. I love my job, but sometimes I'm just doing too much of this, and sometimes I just need to get out, do some gardening or do something else and just work. I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning and start working at 5:40. On a Sunday. That is insane. Yes, so that's the kind of thing I do. But now I'm going to go out, because I need to go. Need to stop working sometimes. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say here. Maybe both of you were working mode, because sometimes it's busy, but at the same time you have to breathe. Okay, it's a nostalgia of being playful. Maybe it's nostalgia as well of each other. So why not, communicating, talking, texting, having a phone call, just have a conversation, just to check on each other, right? There's a frustration as well mixed together, because when you work, or when you don't communicate because you don't take the time, then there is a build-up, and sometimes that build-up can be cleared very nicely by a simple conversation. So why don't you do that? Pick up the phone or text or do something. Yeah, it's maybe time to drop the weapon, because it's been tough. It's been a long, maybe period of no communication. Maybe it's been a long time of cold weather, and it's time to bring a little bit of that sunshine. You see what I mean? There is a bit of a, contrast here, and maybe it's time. After the 10 of Swords anyway, you have that Ace of Swords. You know what you want and you know what you don't want. So maybe it's time to stop with a weapon and just be peaceful. Okay, so offering peace, that's what I mean. Okay, so Major Arcana for pile number 2, no communication. Let's have a look. Lovers, yeah, it's definitely about love. It's all about peace offering. I think it's about time, actually, and it's about being soulmate, appreciating that you soulmate. And soulmate can be in friendship as well. It doesn't always have to be about the love department, but that is all good. It's actually very peace. So on this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.